just going to start here. I was kind of holding off for a second. It was like that, this whole thing is just kind of exhausting me, to be honest with you. So, all right. So I want to talk about a few things that are happening in a certain pocket of YouTube, mostly between people that, I don't know. I mean, it's a very small, maybe even the videos that anybody does gets, $1.50, 150 views, or even if that is really paying attention. But there is a lot happening here with it. And I think that if it continues, it's just going to spin out of control. And frankly, I'm almost like, you know what, just let it spin. Just let it spin, baby. And just let that ball spin, because I don't really have any control over it anyways. And personally, I feel like I really need to get on with my life. I've got plans and things that I want to do with this channel and the other social media that I have and the education that I'm getting right now and the things that I'm doing to personally like change my life. And also I'd like to go back and do stand-up, and I just, because I like doing it, I've been doing new material. I have a fresh approach. And it's something that I love to do. So, when it really comes down to it, when we don't really, how much time do we really have here on this earth, really, if you think about it? Like, even when you look at what's happening to us, the planet, the health of our planet, the issues that we as a collective, as a human collective are facing right now. This is not it for me. This is not where I really want to put my attention to. However, I feel that I need to speak up because I think that there's some things that are being said about me that's really defamatory, and it's unsettling to me. All right. And so I feel that I need to say my side of this experience and what's going on in the accusations that I'm getting smacked in the face with. All right. So first of all, the catalyst of this is, I don't know, what was it? I'm trying to think. It feels like it wasn't even a week ago. I was in a live stream of Tacos, Cats, and Cults, or Tacos, Cults, and Cats. And by the way, I have, like, if in a moment or whatever, Clovis wants to come up and clear some stuff up with me, or Tacos wants to come up and clear some stuff up with me, I am leaving that open, because maybe there's some sort of misunderstanding or miscommunication in translation in what is going on, right? But I was listening to the stream, and Colleen, who's Tacos, is going on about a video that apparently somebody gave me that has children on it, and she was describing what it was. And, it was, and I don't know, I kind of lost like whose children it was. I'm assuming maybe it was Clovis. I don't know. I think it was, but whatever it was that she was saying that there was, that they were, that she heard or needed to clarify, and she needed to know what the truth about this was. I was really, it freaked me out to have the description of what she was talking about and then insinuate that I somehow was in possession of this from the enemies of Clovis, or the alleged enemies that the whole hubbub is about. And it was either, I can't see, I don't even, like, I say this again, I do get confused between the Beckys, or Becky, or Brenda, or Benny, whatever, so forgive me on that. But apparently one of these people gave me some video that I needed to come up and tell the truth about. And I felt like, first of all, it's not true. Nobody gave me any video. I don't communicate with those people. This is not my world. I don't have a history. Like I told Tacos that night when I came up on her panel and clarified things, that no, I don't have this video. And yeah, I was upset about it. And yeah, it was gross to me about how she was describing what was on that video. It made me uncomfortable. Huge. I was just like, what? I'm not even going to repeat it on my channel. And now, she's put it on private. She's put it on private. So we can't even go back and see what she said, what I came on the channel and said in response. It's now conveniently private. So Colleen can go around and spin the story any way she wants to spin it. And people can't really see what really happened. But there were witnesses there. There were people that saw that stream in real time. And then I noticed that Clovis jumped on after that. After I was gone, Clovis came on. Which makes you think, oh, is this just kind of like an extra interrogation? Like I'm still going to get, because, Clovis, let's go back to Sewer Town on Jesse's panel. When Clovis said, oh, I want to talk to you. And first of all, she wanted to hang the docs thing on me, which, by the way, I've gone back and looked at that video. And the first time that anybody sees Clovis's name, including the last name, is when she says it herself when she's in my chat. And I pin it on the screen. That's what happened. That's what happened. And I'll tell you something else. I'm going to get to that video here in a moment. Because that video is on Spotify. It's been on Spotify all this time, right? And it's also on my Rumble. It is on my Rumble. I'll tell you why it's going to stay there, too. Because people need to see what really happened on that show and what was said. And there's a DM from Clovis that I didn't care for today. Bringing this all this back up, like as if Clovis wants to nail me something that I did something, or I did something concerning her daughters. No, I've done nothing, absolutely nothing. Thank you, Rodney. Thank you. Hi, Jeff. I thought I gave you a wrench. Maybe this is a different channel. Anyways, whether Jeff has a wrench or not, he is my monitor for tonight. So if anybody wants to come on and, be nasty to me in the chat, you're gone. I give Jeff permission. We don't even time you out. But if you want to come on and be part of the conversation or clarify something that's going on here, that's fine. But Jeff has my permission to get rid of anybody. I don't know if you can do that, but Jeff, you'll notify me. I'll get rid of him because I'm not playing with this stuff. Oh, maybe I can give you a wrench. Let me see. No. Okay, maybe I got to go to the actual stream. Let me see if I can do it from the stream. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. So far so good. Okay, yeah, thanks. Yeah, just yeah. Okay. All right. So when this went down in the chat, yeah, I was mad. Yeah, I was angry. I had an angry attitude, but I'm not going to apologize for that because I found that I felt that I was being set up. And then when I came on Taco Stream and I said, I have no knowledge of this. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm disturbed by what you said was in this video. And pretty much, just, why are you even bringing it up? And she said, oh, well, then she backpedaled. I said, who has this? Who's accusing me of this? Because at first she said, somebody said, accuse me of it. Somebody said I did this. I said, who? Who is it? Who is it? Tell me who it is. Tell me who it is. And then she goes, oh, well, I mean, this is the kind of stuff that they do. Well, they'll do something like that. But then why did she go into all this detail? Like, they might say something about this, describe a video and say, oh, we need to ask Terry. I got to find the truth out about this. Truth out about what? Because the only person that was accusing me of having this happen was Colleen. All right. And that was a big red flag for me. I'll tell you something about what I think Colleen does on her channel. In my opinion, because I've been watching for a while, how this is playing out. The other people, yeah, the Lori, the Tams, the other side, the battle, it seems like there's like a side. There's the Clovis Colleen camp, and then they throw Sewertown in there, right? And then there's the then somehow like Treach and Angela go back and forth between everything, it seems like to me. This is my observation. And then there is the Tams, Mike Soror, Kim, Lisa Lake, Lori Swan. And let's also kind of throw Denise in their side. They're all saying the same stuff. Somehow I got pigeonholed with Clovis in this. Like, oh, I'm in and on it with Clovis and Colleen. I'm not in on it with anybody. All I'm really concerned about was to keep myself safe and to clean things up that are happening with me on social media. That's it. Right? But when I had the issue with Tams, Clovis came to me and said, oh, I'll help you out. I'll give you if you need help with this or whatever, because it's been happening to me, blah, 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 blah. Okay. That was the agreement, really. We had something in common on this. That's it. Right? And then Clovis said, oh, you need to unblock tacos. Yeah, she's got information for you. You've got to unblock tacos. So I unblocked tacos because I wasn't really planning on it, to be honest with you. I'll tell you why I blocked tacos. And tacos tend to be, I did all these videos about her in the title, and she brings in the sippy talker person. Like, sippy talker and I had issues. It's unrelated to anything that has to do with here, but it's really interesting to me that, and I think it's Schloenberger's team, right? There was fake sock puppet accounts that wasn't Sippy's, that was making comments on my videos, and I was getting screenshots from people saying, oh, look, Sippy's reacting to this when it wasn't Sippy. All right. During the time when I mistakenly, God forbid, I wish I could take it away, had Denise on my show, which I just can't seem to stop being punished for, really. That Sippy was going off, and then some of the stuff kind of blended. Like, some people noticed Sippy, and there was this whole thing, and I think Sippy might have said something, or Denise said something, but I didn't pay attention to that because I'm in school. I was getting an education. I don't have time to look at every single little thing somebody's saying about me on YouTube. If I did, I'd never be able to leave my house. It's debilitating to sit back and listen to negativity that people are going to say about you anyway. Doesn't matter. You're on YouTube. Someone's not going to like you. You put it out there. You perform at night. it may sound like the whole audience is applauding and it's a standing ovation, but there might be one person still sitting down that doesn't like you. You can't worry really about what people think. Look, do you think I really care? I mean, the things that some of you guys have said about me and the insults that you've made and the ripping of everything I've ever done in my life. And I have to sit back and go, that's not my story. That's not what happened. Nice of you to sit behind your screen or smoke your bowl while you're doing it and giggle and think it's funny. But it's, I don't know you guys. I really don't know you. I've known November. I don't know any of you guys. What do I care about what you say, about what you don't like about me? But what I do care is if you're running around telling people that I was wanting to find out information about Clovis's daughters. Now that is something to say, hey, wait a second here. Never happened. Matter of fact, I never even that's true. Somebody that messes with taco time. If you saw me on Jesse's show, I go, you have daughters? I didn't even know anything about anything with this. All right. So I want to show you something. I let Clovis know that there was something going on between Tacos and I today. Tacos, look, you have a guy on that's drunk a lot. He's pretty drunk. Somebody that's got to come on that's supposed to, I don't know what he's supposed to do. I don't know who he is. I don't know. I mean, I'm looking from the outside and the guy's comparing me to Denise and saying that I'm her twin and that I look like him and whatever. I'm like, what is he talking about? I gave Denise the boot a long time ago. And no, I do not sit in front of my camera and talk shit about people and make up stories about them and accuse them of things that they're not guilty of. No, that is not me. I had her on my show one time. That's it. One time. And it's not even on YouTube anymore. One time. So I make a comment about that. I make a comment about him saying that, say, hey, you know what? Why doesn't he check out my channel? Check out my channel. If you're going to talk about people, look at my channel, look at my videos, look at my body of work so far. I'm sorry, does Denise do videos about super soldiers or anything that has to do with UFOs, or does she have anything funny to say or what? I mean, I'm sure you're not funny. You're not funny. You know what? Does she have videos about the Women Life Freedom events that took place with interviews? Does she have, video, school, reports on things on her channel? No, she doesn't. Okay, so you can look at my channel and you can see that I got a variety of stuff on my channel that has nothing to do with any of you guys. I do not live in your bubble, right? I've looked into Cicada, I looked into all these different things, whatever. I've done commentary, I've done my own observations on things. But not even that is what this channel started about. What this channel was not my rabbit hole, meaning that the manipulation that I think that happened through this media, through other types of media and social media, that's not my rabbit hole. And I'm talking about the rabbit hole that went all the way to the Capitol building on January 6th. That's not my rabbit hole. It is the antithesis of the whole rabbit hole thing. That's why it says not in front of it. And originally, I was going to have this channel just be like, it was starting out as just a satirical rant because I gave myself, during the pandemic, I started a podcast on Spotify where I was going to let myself just kind of rant for 30 minutes about whatever. But as I've gone back to school and developed and stuff, I'm in a developmental process right now. And this part of my YouTube history, I'm ready to let go. I don't care. And I will be stepping back on talking about 17th letter of the alphabet for a while, or in this format, or whatever. But I can take my information or my analysis or whatever I think is and do it any way I want to, right? You know, so let's get back to the Colleen conversation. So that happened, and then it went into, Colleen accusing me of doing all these videos and blah, blah, blah. The only thing, the big turnoff for me with Colleen was that where's that video with Lestat? See, here's the deal. You guys do videos, you have multiple channels, and then you put them on private or you do whatever, or you hide whatever because it's like a little attack. And then you clean it all up and it goes all away. But you did an interview with Lestat towards the end of last year, I think, or the beginning of this year. And you're sitting there telling people, I think it was like the end of last year, because at that point I had already made my break from the Cicada Thomas people, Denise and everybody. And you're sitting there telling people that Kate Schneider, but beforehand, you were telling people that Kate Schneider and I were like CIA agents or intelligent agents. You said a couple other weird things about me around that time in your videos. I'm like, what? I know that I don't work for the CIA. I know that I don't work for intelligence. All right? I've worked as a professional stand-up comedian for over 25 years. I've been in the entertainment business. Oh, yeah, maybe the CIA is behind that, but nothing that I know of. So for you to like sit back and, I'm like, so the fact that you did that, and by the way, you know who started that? That was DeFango. I was like, what? I was already turned off because it's not okay to give out information and then put in some disinformation just to muddy the waters up. I don't vibe on that. I don't vibe when I know someone's lying about me. I know you lied about me, and you're still lying about me today. You're just stirring the pot up. For what reason? Are you just bored? I mean, what? Or are you, here's the other thought, just playing the other side of the coin here in this equation? Because you know what I noticed about Colleen's channel? She feeds the other people to make an example out of her. When Tams is going, oh, you got demons, or you got addictions, you got that, then what is she doing? Drinking and acting a fool. I want to know, did Tams really call you, Colleen? Did she call you because, did you call the police about that? That's telephone harassment. Did you make any police reports? Because everybody goes, oh, I love it when she giggles, blah, 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 blah. No, I don't sometimes. I'll tell you why. Because she's giggling. She's calling me out, this and that, blah, blah. And then she's giggling, smoking weed, giggling, like as if she's laughing at her own LARP. That's what it feels like to me. Possibly. Laughing at your own LARP. How do you think that what you're doing has helped Clovis's case? And the videos with the reptiles and having Jesus be a reptile, what was all that about? I think you're mocking people. It's a mock. It's like you're pretending to be a victim or this and that. When there's nothing really going on here. It's just a big show. big disinfo channels running around mucking up what might be the truth about anything. You know what? I don't know why you're saying that. Bunnies are very admirable. Thank you. Yeah, it is really, I really felt like when she did that whole thing about the video and described the video, it was really, I agree. Yep. I think so. And then, okay, so I want to show a DM from Clovis today. Yeah, Clovis, I took your name off of it, but, you know, I have the original. But after saying I got a problem, right? Did you repost the interview with Denise talking about myself and the kids? First of all, that video, I was not interviewing Denise per se. It was not an interview of Denise and your drama with her. Number one, let's just clarify that for a second. Number two, there was no talk of your kids on that video. And you know what? Yeah, it is someplace. It's on my Spotify and it's on my Rumble for people to watch it and see that I never said anything. There was never any discussion about Clovis's children on that video, ever. And I'll tell you something else I didn't like about that is that when it was taken off YouTube, Clovis had a copy of it with Jessie, and she was like showing parts and making her commentary on it. No, you don't get to possess that video for your purposes and then talk about what didn't really happen. And yeah, Clovis, it's on my Rumble. I uploaded it after everything else, after we made any type of amends. And it's there for proof. And I've also done a video showing the first time you came on that show and how you told me your full name. And I pinned it on the video. You betcha. So if you want to come up here, if you're watching this, you want to come up here, or you want to come up on one of my shows, and you want to hash this out and get down to the brass tacks that I have nothing to do with your daughters, never have, never will. And if you want to go around and accuse me of that shit, or any of you ladies, you better be ready for your own lawsuit. You better be ready for your own defamation lawsuit. And what is that going to make you look like when you're trying to prove to other people or go to court over the fact that you're saying it's happening to you? I'm having a summer break right now before I go back to school, in summer school, and before I go back to work. And I'm not going to waste these remaining 10 days talking about you guys or engaging in this anymore. I'm going to work on changing my life and making my channel better, because I did not create this channel to be in your LARP loop. Do you get it? Mississippi. Okay, I'm afraid to talk about Mississippi on the stream because I don't want to. It's like awakening the beast again with her. I took down some of those videos. I do still have it up on Spotify about her. I've got some stuff. Yeah, I will address that, but I might address that off of this platform again. But there's a lot of stuff going on with her. She's another one that like does videos and then and then hides them and whatever. But she's another person that came to me on Facebook, and I gave my trust, which I shouldn't have, and talked to her on the phone and blah 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 blah. This is my take on it. And so yeah, that was another waste of time. I won't even look at her stuff. Like I don't care. I don't look at their channels because they're just gonna go blah, 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 but yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna let that happen from her. It's just weird that these guys have used that. That was something, and I'm thinking, well, what are the reasons why? Why would they be using that and trying to make it seem like that was part, like, oh, she was on me too because I did something to her too, and whatever, that she joined in their circus. With the fake puppet account and everything is definitely like cyberbullying. It's very Schonenberger. All right, that's all I'm going to say on that. It's very their group. And Tams still talks about them or him or her conversations with him, and she even has shown a graphic, which I put on my Twitter, of trying to, tacos and lies on my last taco live stream. That Frito Hayes, that was a message from Thomas. So she's giving messages from Thomas to me, who has been bullying me as well with his team on Twitter. And I'm not to say like who's connected to this. Almost everybody in this entire equation is 6 degrees away from separation from Thomas Schoenberger. It's the reason why everybody was congregating on Sewer Town, I thought, or going on about Denise or whatever, because it was all about him. It's all about him, right? Everybody, whether it went well or not well, or whether they're still friends with him or not still friends with him, everybody in this equation has Thomas Schoenberger as a contact, including myself now. And no, I'm not saying I'm working for him, because I'm not. Okay. LARP support. So I'm not going to stay too long in the stream. I'm tomorrow night. I am live streaming. I'm going to make the soy taco. I got the soy taco meat because I was thinking I maybe wanted to try something vegetarian. I'm like, all right, let me try it. So I was going to make tacos and just kind of share some other stuff, just other conversations about the UFO thing. And, I just, the accusations from from News Nation. And I was wanting to do something different. I was going to do that tonight, but this put me in such a foul mood that I didn't feel like I was in a place to be, oh, this and that, and blah, 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 and here, I realized that I needed to do this, get this out of the way, say my piece on it, say my side of the story, because there's always two sides of a story, right? So Taco's claims she has all this file on me and this and that. Hey, bring it, show it. But you better show all of it. You better, even if it's there, I don't even think it's there. I did, because I didn't do it. I I didn't do it. I wouldn't say bring it if I thought you had something. Anything. A shred of anything. Shred of proof of anything. But I will not be berated or, gaslit into accusations of having anything to do with Clovis's daughters or any inquiry about her daughter, any conversation of her daughters on any video I ever made with anybody. And I have the proof on my Rumble. I have the proof on my Spotify. And I stand by my receipts. Oh, look, nobody's here. There's no tacos. There's no, Clovis was always coming into my chats. No talkie. No wanting to confront. No wanting to work out. I'll give you some time, Clovis. But I won't be waiting for long because that window will shut pretty fast. I don't know what that means, rent-free living, because I'm not living rent-free. And I don't like your vibe, so you're banned. All right, so I'm going to say goodbye, good night. I guess maybe I'll outro some music. Have a great Thursday night. Everybody take care. I'm going on with my life.
Save my soul. Went up downtown. Went up downtown. Went up downtown. I'm gonna save my soul. Went up downtown. Went up downtown. Went up downtown. Up said, save my soul. 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 Save my soul. Up said, save my soul. On top said, save my soul. Up said, save my soul. Up said, save my soul. Up said, save my soul. On top said, save my soul. Up said, save my soul. Up said, save my soul. Up said, save my soul. On top said, save my soul. Up said, save my soul. Save my soul. Up said, save my soul. Up said, save my soul. Up said, save my soul. Went up downtown. Up went up downtown. Went up downtown. I was walking Out one evening late, moon was rising high, headed for the riverside around this fuss and fight.